Hey everybody, I am here with a new layout for Cut to You. I'm going to use a one cut file, the hexagon frame, but I've cut it so that I actually ended up with 5 of them. So what I did was I just shrunk them all down and put them inside of each other and cut them once. And I have 2 photos that I'm going to be playing with. So we're going to use a nice dark background so that this white cut file will pop. This is a great technique to keep in mind if you want to use cut files but you don't want to back a cut file. So what I'm doing is I've gone ahead and put some tape runner on my largest hexagon frame. I've put it across half of the page, or half-ish. It ends up not being quite half, but somewhere in that neighborhood is fine. I'm going to now take the other half of that large cut file. First of all, I'm just making sure that the edges are stuck down really, really well. I don't want them to kind of fly up or give me a hard time. I'm going to take the remaining large hexagon and I'm going to put it across what will become the bottom of my page, as you'll see as I continue on here. I'm leaving a little space in between because I'm going to go ahead and not only am I going to trim these, but then I'm going to put my photos right there in the middle. So once I have these trimmed, and again, making sure those kinds of loose edges are completely stuck to my page, I'm going to grab the next hexagon frame and do the same thing. So I'm going to put adhesive on it, fit it into one side of my page, take the other half, fit it into the second half of the page. You get the idea of where we're going with this, right? I'm just going to keep on doing this, taking each of those frames and placing them inside of each other on either side of the page until we get to the very bottom, and we are working with our last circle. So once I have all of the circles adhered down, looks so cool. First of all, there are lots of ways you could orient these. I'm going to show you a couple here because I wasn't even 100% sure how I wanted them to be oriented. So just making sure everything's really nice and stuck down to the page, that there's no areas that are kind of popping up or that I missed putting tape onto. I want to make sure that things don't come loose while I work on the page. You can see kind of all the ways you can orient your pictures with this background. I'm using 2 3x5 pictures, and see, about the time I figured out that this circle that I wanted to use, this die cut I wanted to use as my title, was going to fit perfectly in that circle. That definitely helped me choose my orientation and decide on this one, but any of the ones that I just showed you would work with this cut file and this design. So here are my 2 photos, and I'm going to be working with Paige Evans Wonder Collection. You guys are going to see so many Paige Evans Wonder Collection layouts. It's usually there are a couple collections every year that I just love and use. This is the second one that's happened to me. The first one was Prima's Watercolor Floral. I use that on loads of layouts, and I love it. I have so little of it left though. But I also really love Paige Evans Wonders collection. I think it's going to be in my top 5 collections for 2021. I'm just going to go ahead and map my photos with some papers from the 6x6 paper pad. One of these is like a green color, one is a yellow color. I will say, when it comes to this collection, I really have to pull out the pinks and purples and use them, because just about every layout I've done with this collection so far, I have pulled out all of the like yellow, green, blue colors, and so I really need to do the purples and the pinks in an upcoming layout, or I'm only going to have them left out of this collection. Okay, so I have put down my title, which is so cute up there. It says, "Keep on the sunny side." And then I have all of these beautiful but ginormous ephemera pieces that I'm going to tuck in to that bottom left and top right area of my layout. I'm going to layer up a lot of these florals. Again, just sticking with those blues and yellows and greens. Those are I love them. I especially love the yellows in this collection. Like, they just are so good. And the blues are too. I think that's why I'm keep reaching for them and wanting to use just them. So I'm going to continue on, just make some really cute clusters. Keep it kind of simple. I don't want to cover a whole lot of my cut file because I want you to be able to see it. And I don't want to add so much to my page that you lose my pictures. That's always, you know, my big thing. I'm not so much a journaler, but I really like my pictures to be accented by the page and not overwhelmed by the page. As I go ahead and start to stick these clusters down, I'm going to pop a couple of the elements up on some pop dots just for dimension, just to add a little something to the clusters that makes you give it a second look. So I'm going to pop up this yellow butterfly. Oh, so good. I love it. It's like, I love the butterflies in this collection. They're so decorative. They have such amazing detail on them. They're super fun. I'm going to grab 2 of the sticker strips from the 6x12 sticker sheet. I just grabbed 2 that I thought really kind of helped with my journaling. And then I'm going to grab some of these gold foil hearts. These are just 2 photos of my boys. We always get like summer photographs taken right around the same time every year. I make them get all dressed up. I make Logan put on his fedora hat and I snap pictures. So once I have those gold foil hearts down, I am going to call this layout done. You can find the link to this cut file up below in the description box, as well as a link to the coordinating blog post that goes with this layout over at Cut to You. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I hope you'll give this a try. This idea of using a very simple cut file and making it pop by cutting it at all different widths and then layering them in together. Bye.